All right, so just a bit of an intro. This is Amanda Lee Walker, and Amanda is the co-founder of and head of operations and brand ambassador for Lord of the Fries, Australasia's largest vegan food chain. She's a certified life coach, meditation teacher and business mentor, empowering people with the tools to develop a positive mindset, define their goals and to bring happiness into their future. And she has certainly done a lot of that for me. So welcome, Amanda, and thank you so much for being here and sharing with us today. So we're going to go through a condensed version of the success path.
Thank you.
Yes. So firstly, before we get into that, we were talking about superheroes earlier on today. Who's your favourite superhero?
In real life? Or
it could be
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, why?
Because she's so fast, such a fast thinker, solution-oriented, fit, compassionate, but focused. She's very strong, abundance mindset, well-educated, and looks cool. The bands, you know, the bracelets.
That's right.
A lot of powers.
So can you tell me your origin story of how you started your business?
Okay, before that, has anyone been to Lord of the Fries before? Okay, good. So, thank you. So Lord of the Fries started as an idea between me and my boyfriend at the time. We wanted to create a business where we could make some money doing something that we loved, eating, and that we knew would make an impact, vegetarian, something that used all our skills, customer service, that wasn't very hard to get into. So we put together all of the parts and we decided, okay, a food business would work. So it started off as a small food van because we didn't have much money to invest, and we tested it out at market stalls, little markets, to see, do the people like this, does this sell? And eventually it grew in popularity, and we gained a little bit of financial backing. We were able to open one business and then grew, diminished, grew, up, down, you know, business. That's the origin story.
Amazing. So what do you remember as being some of your greatest challenges when getting started?
I think people trying to give you, people being afraid of you not succeeding. So maybe saying, wouldn't it be better if you just did something else, like more secure? Because when you're trying to create something out of the blue, people feel very nervous because maybe they wouldn't do that. So a bit of the risks, navigating other people's fears and then trying not to take them on. Also, really not knowing what to do, having to Google, just try, as having no experience running that business before was a challenge, but we were interested in it. Working with my boyfriend and his family, pretty much everything.
When it comes to starting a business, especially.
Quick one, I'll give you this one and I'll bring this one over. So
Sure.
you can do both.
No worries. So what are some of your biggest achievements lately?
I would say, wow, that's a great question. It's hard to remember what your achievements are when you're so busy working, but probably getting some new franchisees on board that are thriving. Getting a retail product line in Coles, that's a really big achievement, So that's a big one. I feel really happy about that. I think those are the two major ones. Getting some new fresh franchisees that are really committed and interested in the retail line.
How did you get that retail line over the line, I suppose?
A lot of different prototypes, and then we had to go to Coles and present it and then test it and then make the packaging alluring. Lots of just trying. But before we actually went to Coles, we had a lot of different people weighing in on it. Like, does this look good? Would you buy this? Lots of research. We tried every mac and cheese we could find. So a lot of eating mac and cheese. And just being good luck, good branding, strong branding, recognizable branding.
Fantastic. So how was your wheel of life?
It's not too bad. It's a bit. It's got a bit of, a lot of 8s and 7s. Oh, there's a 10 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit bumpy. I could probably make it down a hill, but without popping a tire. It's okay. I still have room to grow.
Okay. So which area would you like to success path today?
I'm thinking let's go with contributions and impact.
Contributions and impact. Sure. No worries. So in the book, there's a series of questions to go through. When you have a challenge like this, you would just go through the questions relating to each of the steps in the success path, and that's how you would how you would do this. So let's do this with Amanda, with contributions and impact. And sorry, we can't get the projector going, but that's fine. We'll just do it on the phone.
Contribution impact feels so good, but sometimes overlooked, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So what is it about contributions and impact that you were
just
looking to
thinking
improve?
I probably could do more consciously to contribute to the benefit of the world. That sounds like a bit big, doesn't it? But no, like to take more time to not. Sometimes you feel like you're always just working for yourself and for your family, and that's fine, and for yourself and your family and your children, your franchise. But then maybe to try to go a little bit bigger. Is there more I could do? Are there more people that I could involve? Is there more impact I could generate? So maybe taking the time to think that through.
Yep.
It's easy to just years to pass and time to pass, and you think, oh, I'd love to volunteer, or I'd love to help out, but then time just passes. So yeah, it doesn't become a priority because I was looking after myself. Not to be selfish, but that just seems to be true.
Yeah. Just something else on the wheel of life. Those categories are adaptable to what you want to focus on specifically in your own life. It's not just those 8 categories. So if you have a stronger focus in relationships, for example, you might have relationship with self as one of the categories. You might have relationship with family. You might have relationships with friends, relationship with partner. If that's an area that you want to elevate, then that's how you can change that wheel of life, because everything is adaptable to you, right? And those are just 8 general categories. So that's just something to keep in mind. This success path just works for all of those categories. As long as you can identify that area that you really want to focus on, then that's what you would do.
Can I add something?
Sure.
I think it would be really good also, like in a business, you could do example sales, marketing, customer service, like all of the aspects of a business.
That's right.
I feel like I should do that on Monday.
Yeah. So that might be an initial starting point for you. So even when it, just say health is down at 3. So what aspect of health do you want to improve? So then you create another wheel of life for yourself, right? Strength, flexibility, nutrition. That's right.
Yeah.
So if that is your greatest priority, then you can just you can drill down further into the details.
Good tool. Very good tool.
So it's a really, really good tool. So then, because then afterwards, what the challenge is that people don't know how to go from there. Yeah. I know that I need to improve my health, or I need to improve in relationships, but I have no idea how to do that. So that's what the success path is for, and that's what is outlined in the book. And that's what we're going to go through today with Amanda. Okay. So with contributions and impact, what are your current strengths?
That I have an ethical business. I've got a bit of time on my hands. I have some access to funds. I have a hospitality mindset. A desire to make a contribution. I've got like age, legacy feeling, It's behind me, children that I want to role model, stuff like that.
Okay, great. And list some areas to improve or that you are concerned about with this particular area, like why you have chosen this as your area.
Maybe not allocating the time, not sure who to align with, not exactly sure if the effort I put in will make a difference, how to make a difference. What's the scale? What's the time commitment? What's the impact?
Yep, great. So from that list, not allocating time, not putting in the effort, not knowing how to make a difference, which area do you want to improve in?
I think probably it seems to me like if I had time, then I could work out what the impact and the difference I could make. So dedicating time to learning more about what ways I could make a contribution would be probably the biggest gain. Because I do have time, but how I use it, you know.
Yeah. How important is this in your life right now?
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is this important to you?
Because I'm almost 50, and yes, it's who I want. I want to be known in myself and in my business circle to be someone who does that.
Right. So it's like the legacy that you want to live.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So what would you say your current self-rating is in this area?
Like in terms of desire or actualized?
Actual.
2.
2, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So you feel as though there's a long way to go.
Yeah.
Right. So what challenges have you faced in this area in the past?
Putting other things in priority.
Yep.
Putting other people's needs in front of mine, and with your own business, there's an endless amount of things you can do. So all those things get in the way.
Yep. Okay, so what would success or improvement look like for you?
It would look like already being in a situation where I'm just adding to the contribution rather than being so far away from it I don't even know what it is. So being able to get into something and then continuously pitch into that.
Yep.
So yeah, already be over the line.
So it's already operating in your, basically your success path will be at 10 and you're just sort of
just
moving it.
Maintaining it, I think that would feel good.
Maintaining.
Yeah.
Amazing. Can you feel that in your body?
Yeah.
Like in the future, like it's achievable? Okay, amazing.
Feels exciting. It feels better thinking about it already working than thinking about how far it is between me and that.
Great. So so that was assess and elevate, right? They were the questions to help you assess and elevate. So when we're going through these questions, maybe you can start thinking about how you would answer them for the area that you have chosen for yourself, right? So the second step is craft your path. When can you schedule dedicated time for focused work on this particular goal?
I think I could 1 day a week or half an hour a day or something like that. I think next week I could start on Tuesdays, maybe half an hour every Tuesday. There's a time.
Yeah, what time would work for you?
I think 10 to 10:30.
10 to 10:30. What are you currently doing at that time?
Nothing. Walking around Chapel Street.
Okay, so 10 to 10:30. So it's really important that you are very specific with the time that you allocate to achieving this goal. If you just say half an hour every week and you don't actually specify when, then you just won't do it.
Yeah.
It just won't happen. So that's why it's really important to be specific. So where will you perform this activity?
I think I'll have to go into the office at my desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And the half an hour time block is really, really good because it's easy to just waste half an hour.
Sure is.
But by making sure that you're allocating this time to building that legacy that you are thinking about building for yourself is exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So what resources do you need to execute on this goal?
I think right away it's just the inner commitment and the internet, pretty much.
And internet. Also, like your laptop and so forth.
Yeah, my
all of
laptop.
those
Pretty
types.
much my laptop, the internet.
Yep. All right, so that was craft your path. So we now have a very specific time and we now have very specific resources to achieve that goal. So for kids at Spectrum, for example, if they don't have specific time to complete their work and they don't have pens, pencils, and they just won't achieve that goal.
Yeah.
That's right. You have to make sure that you have the tools to achieve that goal. The third step now is about adopting a growth mindset. Do you believe that you can improve in this chosen area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So what beliefs do you hold that are slowing down your progress towards achieving your goals?
I think the main one is I don't know what to do and I don't have enough time.
Okay.
Those are the two ones.
No time. So how can you modify these beliefs to better align with the achievement of your goals?
Well, I think like solving the problem of time, and then that gives me the space to work out what to do.
Yeah.
So really, with the time commitment, we'll open up that will knock off those two very quickly.
Yeah. As long as you're committing to performing that action. Yeah. All right, now the fourth step is mastering consistency. So what 3 activities can you implement on Tuesday at 10 o'clock to 10:30 to assist you in moving closer to the achievement of your chosen goals?
I would say marking my calendar as unavailable, writing a question for myself to answer, and sharing the answer with someone I work with.
Yeah. But I suppose possibly also researching how you can make an impact.
Oh yeah, that's part of the answering the question.
Okay, so
I'll
answering.
say the time commitment in the calendar, doing the research, the question is what can I do? That's what I want to start. And then having someone to share that with at the end.
So what have you done that's similar in the past?
I feel like most things I start like that. So sitting down, having the dedication and starting with the research. What are the possibilities for me? So I'd say the business started like that.
Yep. But in terms of how have you contributed and how have you made an impact in the past where you felt that, wow, this is a feeling that I now want to repeat?
Well, I think starting Lord of the Fries and getting that up and running, and then now it's a matter of just constantly managing that. That would be a huge example of that. Now that's already going, so it doesn't feel as fulfilling.
Yes. So now using that possibly as a platform to be able to make that greater impact is what how you can research, how you can direct your research.
That's
what
the success of that.
organize it. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So now that you have that massive platform of Lord of the Fries, there are so many other organizations or examples of how you can make that further impact.
True.
All right, so what are the main challenges that you will face in being consistent?
I guess, maybe the children needing me to be at home, or something else coming up in work that can take the priority, or distracted by someone.
Yeah, but I suppose when you're thinking about just the time commitment of half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour.
So even though you have allocated Tuesday, it doesn't mean that you can't do it on Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, you're right.
Or Friday at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right, so
there shouldn't be an excuse.
That's correct. So because the time allocation is so small, it can be done consistently.
Oh, that's good. That's a good point.
So what can you do when confronted with one of these challenges?
I think I can say, can this wait 15 minutes? I'm almost through this designated time I've allocated for my contribution. I think I can, unless it's an emergency, I think I can wait. It can wait. Everything can wait.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I suppose it's just about being consistent no matter how small the step is.
Yeah. I feel like I want to go start now. Actually, I'm feeling anxious. I gotta go. Just half an hour, I'll be right back. Feels exciting.
You just need the internet and your laptop.
Yeah.
So how did you feel?
Yeah, good. I feel actually really pumped. It's so achievable.
Yes.
I feel so, and in fact, while this was happening, my mind was like, I want to do everything now. I can do everything. Like if you're looking at it like that, it's so easy.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's what the success path can do, right? It just makes you feel as though anything is achievable.
Yeah.
And it's just about really these 5 steps. You just assess and elevate where you're currently at. You need to just find the time and the resources. The hardest thing is the mindset, right? So it's just about, if you're not feeling motivated in one particular day, just a tiny step, no matter how small. It could just be watching a YouTube video about somebody doing something similar. Then about mastering consistency, and the last thing is about embracing growth. So at this point, so that only took about 10 minutes to go through. So we now think about a check-in point.
Okay.
So when do you feel like you can mark your calendar, answer questions, research, and find connections with Lord of the Fries? Bye.
Yeah, tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
You can, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And that's the success path.
That's good.
And then after the check-in point, we then have questions like, what's your self-rating since that last period? What do you feel like your self-rating would be from 2 out of 10?
Oh, it would go up drastically,
Yes.
at least to a 6 after 1 week.
That's right.
You know, I already feel like it's gone up just by having a commitment there and a plan, an action plan. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
The blocks and all that's very good.
yes, and then it talks about what mistakes did you make, what factors have contributed to your mistake, and that's what the check-in is all about, and what strategies you can develop to prevent similar mistakes,
Good, thank you.
etc.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Good.